who are getting paychecks. But I'm still waiting to see something posted on that site that says we have found this number of people. Look, clearly the cabinet secretary sat there and listened to Elon Musk, unconfirmed, unelected. What do you make of both the power dynamic, and do you think that the American people are going to buy what they're selling?
I don't know about the latter part so much. I mean, that's changing in quarters as folks on the ground begin to experience more and more of what Doge isn't. It is not a government efficiency operation. It is not, designed to spare those who are directly impacted by these decisions. But the first part is notable, Chris, in so many ways. You have this unelected man standing there dominating the room. He is the most important person in that room, and that includes the president of the United States.
You really believe that he is more important than Donald Trump?
The fact that he was the first to speak, that the president didn't set the tone for the meeting, the president didn't lay out why they were there and what and then say, let's talk about some of the things that we're doing. This is where we start. The second thing that, for me, that's important to note, that this sort of crazy question is, so some of y'all are upset with Musk and what he's doing. Who are you, right? We all know who they are. It's been reported who they are. It's been reported that certain departments have told their folks, ignore that last email that came from this idiot about telling you what you did last week, right? So the fact that that question was asked was designed to check them. And the fact that they just sat there like little lemmings and applauded the moment that more and more of their power was sucked away from them and affirmed by Elon Musk standing there is significant. Now, I know a lot of folks are going to, take exception to what I said about who the most powerful man in that room is. But I'm sorry, I'm watching the dynamics. I'm listening to how this is laid out. If I'm the president of the United States, I'm not letting him talk first. I'm not letting him stand up over my table. And I'm damn sure not letting him come into my house wearing his hat, which again shows, that he can get away. Yeah, the MAGA stuff on the headline. But if you're serious about how you're going to streamline the government and make the government more efficient, then you put serious people in place to do that. You don't have unelected individuals, 19-year-olds, going and inserting themselves into these institutions in a way in which, to be honest, on the back end of this, we don't know what Musk and his team is planting inside our government systems that they can access through back doors later on. We don't know that. And to the listing of all the, quote, savings, well, we've already shown that that's a lie. And so it's just this cabinet moment reminded me of the first Trump cabinet, when he had everyone sit around the table and tell him how much they loved him. This is the next version of this, is telling them not only how much we love you, but how loyal we are to you, but especially to what Doge is trying to do in the form of Elon Musk.
Yeah, so, Michael, there's been some back and forth over the last several days about who actually is in charge of Doge. But also, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's the chair, right, of the Doge subcommittee. She's making headlines for the criticisms that she has of Democrats who have been defending the federal workforce against allegations that, they're a bunch of slackers or they need to justify their existence. Anyway, let me play what she had to say.
You can protest all you want, but the American people disagree with you. You're protecting the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy is not a business. Those are not real jobs producing federal revenue. By the way, they're consuming taxpayer dollars. Those jobs are paid for by the American tax people who work real jobs, earn real income, pay federal taxes, and then pay these federal employees. Federal employees do not deserve their jobs. Federal employees do not deserve their paychecks.
Maybe I'm confused, but isn't she a federal employee, Michael? I'm pretty sure
she's a federal Yes. She's the level of stupid there is untenable, and the fact that she's the chair of this subcommittee should tell you everything you need to know. She is a federal employee. The American people don't agree with what's happening. Every piece of polling that's coming out shows a significant majority, which tells me Republicans don't agree with this. And I want her to go have that town hall meeting and look the poor folks in her district in the eye and tell them that the federal employees that are helping to provide their grandmama's Social Security and the SNAP food program receipts that they're getting, that they're unworthy and they're not significant and important. This is where we are, Chris, and the country is going to have to grapple with the wholesale onslaught against the government and the mess that's being left in its wake, because this is not going to get undone easily. As long as you have individuals like that sitting with power and control over how this plays out.
So, David, look, we don't know how much money is being saved, if any money is being saved, and it's been pointed out multiple times that it's a very small part of the budget that goes to federal employees anyway. So if you're really serious about saving money, you look elsewhere. Having said that, do we know how much Elon Musk has benefited from the kinds of government spending that he's now trying to cut?
He's benefited hugely. Elon Musk has billions and billions of dollars worth of contracts. First of all, he used government subsidies to get started at Tesla. There was sort of key government subsidies that helped him get that company off the ground. But also he gets billions of dollars of contracts mostly with his company SpaceX, to launch rockets, to provide satellite internet service. He is a major government contractor. So yes, he's cutting budgets he's trying to cut budgets across the government. But so far I haven't seen any indication that he's cutting something that would mean less revenue for his business.
All right, well, there's going to be a lot more to come on this. Gabe Gutierrez, David Fahrenthold, thank you. Michael Steele, you're staying with me. In 90 seconds, the budget battle on Capitol Hill. As one GOP congressman put it, you're either